very humble request, if you're a content creator around women's mental health or reproductive health or self-image, please be very, very mindful of the terminology that you use. I'll tell you why. On a daily basis, as a therapist who practices every day, particularly with more female clients, I encounter the maximum issue that I see with my clients is self-esteem problems. So if you're an influencer who has a mass reach like that on Instagram or on Facebook or YouTube, you have to be really mindful of the words that you use, the statements that you make. I'll tell you how it is impacting a mental health of a client, for instance. If you're going to make a statement saying that, you know what, you need to have your pregnancy like this, otherwise you're so like done. This is not the right way for you to go about your pregnancy. So you're implying that your experience, it is a single person's experience, is the ideal way of having a pregnancy, which is not right, which is not true. It is not even same for the same twins or like a sister or a mother-daughter or whoever is blood related for that matter. So it's so important for us to understand that experiences are very personal, and when you say statements like this, if you don't feel this way, this is not right, then the person takes it on themselves and they tend to ponder and bother about it over a lot of time, and it leaves a scar on their mental health. This is very important for you to understand, and this is your social responsibility and ethical responsibility to be very mindful of the words and the statements you make on social media. This is specifically related to people who are talking about parenting, motherhood, pregnancy, childbirth, because it is so important. This is an important phase of a woman's life, and so it is considered in a pro-natalist society like India, where motherhood is the ultimate peak of a woman's life. So they look at the pregnancy, they micromanage the pregnancy, they make comments about pregnancy every other day. She hears it from everybody. She hears it from society, she hears it from her in-laws, her parents, her co-sisters, sisters, her colleagues, whoever you name it. She hears comments about her pregnancy. You don't look pregnant, you look too pregnant, you feel weak, your baby is not putting on weight. There are so many unsolicited advices that are throwing inside, and this is taking a toll on the woman's mental health, because she's already in her most vulnerable state emotionally and physically, and now you're going to tell her, no, you can do it, you are a warrior. No, stop doing it, stop glorifying it, stop projecting your experiences on her. Don't tell her, if you don't do this way, no, sorry, you're done, you're not a good parent, you're not a good mother. Already everybody around her is doing it. Please, 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 for the love of God, stop it. Taking it from a very privileged point of view, try and understand and acknowledge it first. For instance, I have a 3-month-old daughter, and I have left her with my mother right now, who's taking care of her when I'm doing this video. It's a huge, huge, huge privilege. If I were to live abroad, if I were to live away from my parents, I don't know who will be taking care of my daughter right now, and it's a privilege for me. I have the privilege of talking about it right now without a care about my daughter, because she's my mother. She's with a very, very responsible person, I know. So I am so privileged right now to make this video even. So think about all these consequences when you make such videos, when you proclaim such things loud, Women are already finding it so difficult. It is so difficult for women to find non-judgmental reproductive health care. To find a non-judgmental gynecologist is a huge task. Even to find a non-judgmental psychologist is a huge task in India, for that matter, which is the stat state of affairs. But stop making it even more difficult for these women who are already struggling to find accessible healthcare. There are so many people I know who can't afford a day's off when they're having a period cramp. I am somebody who have battled with PCO for 12 years, and I am somebody who recently have given birth. I know giving birth doesn't make me feel like a goddess. I am not a goddess, but I try my level best to be the best father for my daughter every day, every other day. I'm giving my best to my daughter. I'm giving my best to my partner to be the best wife, to be the best mother, to be the best daughter. I'm trying to be the best version of myself, but I don't feel like a goddess. I don't want to feel like a goddess. I want to feel like myself. I want to feel like a human being. I want to feel things my own way. So stop glorifying, stop putting labels on such things, stop glorifying pain like that. Stop, just for the love of God, stop it. So disheartening to see all this happening in Women's History Month. This is not what we want for Women's Day. This is not what we want for the History Month to be unfolding. For more people to throw in their perspective, to talk about their privileged point of view and just put it on her. And if you're a therapist, I think this is so wrong for you to do it, because you're ethically bound, ethically responsible for the information you talk. on social media. Like medical practitioners, we have taken a secret oath to protect the mental health of the society, to protect the mental health of the vulnerable, especially when in a country like India where women are the most vulnerable. You will have to be very careful about the statements you make about mental health, especially about women and trans people. If you know what kind of impact this has on their mental health, you will not be making such statements. If you know how long it takes for them to recover from such damage, you will not be making such statements. And I don't know why you're not even including trans people in this. And this is all very transphobic. As a queer affirmative therapist, I find it really disheartening for me to, when we take one step forward, you guys are pulling us 4 steps backward by doing such videos, such content on social media, and it's widely shared. Even if it's for just trolling purposes, it's widely shared. The information is spread. People don't know sarcasm versus reality. Imagine this reaches a person who doesn't have good knowledge, who doesn't have the who doesn't have the access to cross consult this with a gynecologist, cross consult this with a pediatrician, cross consult this with a qualified doctor who has actually gone to medical school about this, to study about it, and knows things about it and seen things about it every single day of their life. Insulting the medical community, you are insulting every woman who's out there giving birth, who's insulting the less privileged people who do not have access like you do, who do not have the privileges like you do. Stop doing it. Stop putting people down. Stop putting women down. Stop putting trans people down.